don't usually post negative reviews about places. I just leave the experience as is. But this was so odd to me that I feel like I have to share. So imagine you go to a new nail place, you check them out from TikTok through their content, super nice, place seems cool, and then you're asked, oh, hey, I want to respectfully make sure that you say yes to making content before I start recording. Do you mind if I record your hand? 2 days later, I'm scrolling my TikTok timeline and I see my hands saying, her, I'm broke, with a broken heart emoji, meaning you have no money. And then him as a response saying, me, bet. One, this makes absolutely no sense. How am I broke and I'm a paying client that tipped you very well and came to the appointment? I don't think I look broke. Secondly, as a woman of color, I found it very odd how when I looked at other videos on the page of women with lighter skin or white hands, they had no kind of weird captions or anything on it. Then when my hands are posted, you're calling me broke. Yeah, so to make things more weird, then after I see it, I didn't even get the chance to confront him about it. I was gonna ask him at my next appointment. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm making too much of this. What if it's just whatever? This made me uncomfortable, but I'll just talk to him about it. At 11 o'clock at night, I then check my phone and he sends me a message through the automated number that they have. Hi, Kiani, before your next appointment, I wanted to reach out and tell you that I can no longer take you on as a client. To avoid accountability, he saw, oh crap, she saw my page, because when you have under 5,000 followers, you can see the people that come visit your page. So I'm assuming he saw and clicked on my page. Even when we spoke, he didn't know that I had a decent following. So I think he panicked, like, okay, you know what? To avoid this turning into something, since she saw the content that I made and me calling her broke, I'm just gonna tell her I can no longer take her as a stylist. I'm being told I'm being canceled as a client when you just made this weird content of me that I didn't ask for. When I said yes to it, I'm thinking he's just gonna post a tutorial or some of the ones that I've been seeing. And I actually was complimenting him on the TikToks that made me come into the shop. It really is awful too, because apparently his mother owns the shop. She's probably not even aware that he's posting stuff like this of the customers. I mean, I would assume she's not aware. It's very odd too, because he's like, oh, why haven't you got your nails done in a while? And I was telling him about a few experiences that I've had, people being like really late or like whatever. And he's like, oh, that sounds really unprofessional. Don't worry, I'm gonna take great care of you. That's what he says. We barely even talked after I started my nails because I was watching the show that was on the TV. And I was like, oh my God, this is great. I found a new place. And me, when I like a new place, I am loyal. I make sure that I continuously come back. And I put people on, I'll post about it, whatever. But this is an odd one right here. But yeah, if you want to avoid a weird experience like that, I would not recommend going to this place.
What's going on, everybody? There's a video going around on the internet where a person is talking about me at our nail salon, and I just want to come out and apologize for any misunderstanding that happened. Take full accountability, but here's my end of the story. So that post that I posted actually had nothing to do with her. It just happened to be her hands in the video used for that like viral hook. Like, you know how creators use viral hooks to get viewership and stuff like that? That's basically what I did. And I completely forgot that that customer, I didn't want to do her nails anymore. That's really my bad. I shouldn't have, correlated her to the video, which could be a big misunderstanding. But yeah, I just wanted views on the video. That specific hook in the beginning, that text in the beginning, that was not towards her. It was just to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So, and for the people that rock with me and follow me, they know that I always use like hooks like that, kind of engage the viewer a little bit more, so the video blows up. So yeah, it's not something that I literally did out of nowhere that I haven't done ever. I do this all the time, with multiple people, and even those people, literally the same thing with them. Like, it has nothing to do with them. It's just a funny hook that I can use so the audience could be hooked into my video. All content creators do this. The reason why I don't want to do her nails anymore is because it just kind of made me feel uncomfortable as I was doing her nails. And my whole thing is that if I don't feel comfortable doing a customer's nails, I'm just not going to do the nails, And you guys see in the text messages that I sent her a message like, hey, this is not gonna work out. I can't take you as a client. You know, have a good day, whatever. And you guys seen that. Like, as you guys know, everything in life is very transactional. Like, you going to the grocery store, buying something, buying fruits, checking out, you going to a coffee shop and buying a coffee, you going to study with a friend. It's all transactional. Like, they're all transactions, right? So you coming to a nail salon is a transaction as well, right? But the thing is that we can make life enjoyable with those transactions by talking to one another, by asking each other, how's your day? Just cool conversations, you know? As she sat in my chair, she kind of was passive aggressive and didn't really believe that I could do my job, asking, oh, do you want to see the French again? And like certain things that just kind of ticked me off. Racism isn't even part of the equation because I have a ton of African-American clients, Caribbean clients, Jamaican, Haitian, Nigerian. I have Lebanese clients, I have Moroccan clients, Puerto Rican clients, I have Dominican clients. I have all types of ethnicities coming to me, you name it. My brother's wife is Jamaican. It's like, bro, how can I be racist? You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's crazy that somebody can call me that out of nowhere. Like they could judge me on my character off of just one video or criticism somebody has made of me. You know what I mean? Like there's two sides to every story. You should meet a person before you judge them. You know, like you should be able to look at multiple perspectives before you start judging somebody, before you start giving hate comments, before you start saying some real messed up stuff, because guess what? You can mess up my life. It can go downhill, you know? You just showing hate and you just behind your screen. Yeah, and you guys can check out our reviews on Google. Again, like I said, like if I don't want to do a customer, I'm gonna message them real nicely. Like, hey, I can't take you as a client. Just like how you guys could choose a nail salon on who you guys want to do your nails. For me, I think you should be able to pick and choose what client you want to do and who you do not want to do. But again, I take full accountability for what I did on my end, because that hook in the beginning of the video, that shouldn't have been correlated with her nails and her hands, that's my bad, and I really do apologize. And yeah, I hope this clears up the misunderstanding.
So imagine you go to a new nail
for any misunderstanding
shops even before all this boycotting happened, because they're racist and they only want your coin. But not only do they want your coin, they feel like there's a privilege to sit in their chair and you owe them. So not only do you pay them for the service, you got to shook and jive while you're in their chair too, because if you don't, they're going to feel uncomfortable. This is blatant racism. He is racist. He's racist. And he wanted her to dance. Dance? What do you mean you gonna sit here and get your nails done because you paid to get your nails done? You supposed to sit here, get your nails done, pay to get your nails done, and entertain me while I'm doing your nails. And his apology video is weird as fuck. Because are you a nail tech or are you a content creator? Because she paid you to do her nails, not to create a video bashing her. So what the fuck are you upset about when she paid you for a service? So I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back. Stop going to these nail shops. Stop going to these chop shops and go find you a black nail tech like me. Because, baby, I'm going to always eat down. And you can come up in my shop and you can be quiet, watch TV. We can sit there and talk. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun. And you're going to love your service. Period. And that's how it's supposed to be. I'm so tired of people trying to make us feel like we have to change ourselves just to sit in a room with them. We have to dim ourselves down. We have to cover ourselves. We have to conform just to make you feel comfortable. When all we're doing is literally existing. She was watching TV, but because she didn't ask you how your day was, you felt like that was passive aggressive and you didn't like it because it made you uncomfortable. She not there to cater to you. She paid for a service. Give her her service. I'm so sick of people feeling like they can play in our face. Y'all give me some time and I'm going to have us a spot where ain't nobody going to be able to play with us.
Enough is enough as at this point. Enough is enough. And the good part is Black Americans have opened their eyes. They have seen the left, they have seen the right, they have seen the front, and they have seen the back. And they have said, it's okay. We've understood what you guys have been doing us. So enough is enough. For disclaimers, some of the clips I'll be rolling out, especially for the first clip that you guys literally saw, this actually happened immediately before the boycott, because the lady was literally saying, because I'm saying it so that you don't, I keep seeing some persons typing in the comments, oh, why do you still go to those places? Some of them are literally, they happened before the boycott, so they just take their time now to post, to also show the world that this is what Asians have literally been doing to them as Black Americans. Yes, they do not owe anybody any explanation. I understand that, but it is good for them to root out this content, bring out this content, put out their experience, and that is why when I see their experience, I share, so that the world will see who Asians are. It's as simple as that, so that Black people, let me even say the word, so that Black people will see who Asians are. Because I still have to see some Black people saying, oh, and I'm not boycotting, it's none of my business. The case of Cyrus is none of my business. How do someone lost her child? I saw that woman that said that thing. I was literally mad. A Black woman, a mother, saying that it's none of her business that she lost a 14 years old child and she have to boycott Asians, that she will literally patronize them and the rest of that. I'm not creating this video because I want to bring hate, and I'm not saying you should not patronize anybody you want to patronize. Feel free, it is your money, it is your dollar. Feel free to patronize anybody that you want to patronize. But what I keep saying is, anything you wish someone may, it happen to you. It's as simple as that. So anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in this episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you, liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch, guys.
So because I'm blocked after I saw that video, somebody just emailed me his video. I have a few things to say in response. My main thing is, if this was so uncomfortable for you, why did you wait 3 days to send me a message telling me you're no longer comfortable with me being a client at 11 p.m. at night, when I saw your video 3 days later at 10 p.m. at night? It just seems oddly weird with the time that you were perfectly fine until I saw that video that you made, that you didn't think I would see. I would love for you to let me know whatever I was being passive aggressive about. As far as showing you my nails, I'm pretty sure I have to show you the inspo pic to do my nail, which is why I still tipped you at the end. Also happened to mention that this is content he makes all the time. Very not true. Because if that was the case, I would have never agreed to it. I actually was complimenting him the entire time, and I had 5 videos saved of his content. I still didn't talk negative about his content in my last video. If this is content that you make all the time, where is it? Like, literally, where is it? Because from what I saw on your page, that's not what you posted all the time, which is why I agreed to it. Also, me personally, if somebody's making me that uncomfortable, I wouldn't keep making content of them or even post it afterwards. Your chair was completely quiet. The shop was actually quiet because I wasn't even saying anything to you as you were finishing my nails. Yes, you happened to mention the tokenism about your brother being married to a Jamaican woman. You told me that unwarranted. You also asked me what is my nationality, unwarranted. And you kept telling me about the Black people that you're cool with and unwarranted. That does not mean that these type of acts that you're doing are not offensive to people of color. That's my number one pet peeve, when people try to be like, oh, actually, I have a Black friend, so I'm not racist. That doesn't mean that. And you're not actually apologizing if the entire time you're making excuses for what you did. Just apologize, admit it was wrong, and that's it. If anything in the equation ticked you off, instead of confronting it or even telling me that day or the next day or the following day, hey, I don't want you to be in my chair anymore, why use my hands and make content? And what inspired you saying I'm broke? If anything, that makes me think that you felt away while I was in your chair, and that's why you posted. Once again, I have no issue talking to people and squashing things like adults, but you did not handle this like an adult. You did not take accountability, and that's really what it is. And now that you're seeing the result of that, now you're switching your story. At the end of the day, even when this first happened, you still had this video posted on all of your pages for a while. You only took it down once people started seeing it in a negative way. And if you look at all my comments, I never cared for anybody to come at you, come at your page, none of that. But at the end of the day, if something is wrong and makes me uncomfortable, this is my page. So the same way that you can talk on your page and say something made you uncomfortable, I can do that on here as well. There is absolutely two sides to every story, but I don't like when people can't take accountability for their side, and that's really what it is.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you guys about something really, really important about these Vietnamese nail shops. So I'm just leaving my nail appointment, and I'm a bit flustered. So forgive me. I'm shaking a little bit because I'm upset. So long story short, I've been going to this specific nail salon for about 4.5 years straight, ever since I moved into this particular area, right? And I've had the same nail tech for about 4.5 years. Every single appointment, I tip this nail tech between $15 and $20, nothing less, every single time. So probably about a few months ago, I guess me tipping her, the wires kind of got crossed, because instead of pressing send, I pressed it request, and I had no idea. So when I came to my nail appointment, she was acting like I was trying to speak to her like I normally do, and she was acting like really, really weird. Like she wouldn't like hardly speak to me. And I'm like, what's going on with her? Like, why is she acting like that? And so at the end of me getting my nails done, I was like, okay, Christina, you want me to tip you Venmo or cash? Sometimes I do cash, sometimes I do Venmo. And she was like, oh, the last time you did it, something was wrong, it didn't go through. And I'm like, what? I was like, I tipped you, right? And so now I'm understanding why she's not talking to me and she's acting funny. So I went and I looked, and I accidentally pressed request instead of send. I was like, that's why she acting funny like this whole nail appointment. And then it clicked. I'm like, oh, she was only kind all this time simply because of the way I tipped her. I'm like, that's funny. And so like the last 2 times, one time I tipped her small, and then the last time I didn't tip her at all, just because of like her attitude, right? But I didn't say anything. I try to remain polite, but I wanted her to get in her head that, tips are not mandatory. They're service-based. I'm already paying for the service, but the tips are service-based. And so today I come in to get my nails done. And I was just really quiet because, like I said, I've been trying to, like, have a conversation with her, but she's been, like, acting weird. So I'm just like, I'll just get my nails done. I won't say anything. Today, I really had intention on tipping her. And so, like I said, I'm just quiet. I'm minding my business. I'm texting. I'm working on my phone. And then something just told me. I've never in my whole life did this. But something just told me, translate what she's saying. And so I put it in my app. I opened up ChatGPT. And I just let it listen to what she was saying. Guys, what it translated pissed me off so bad. This woman was talking about me and how much she hates me and us. And why do we keep coming there? And how me just being there and just staring, not saying anything, is making her feel uncomfortable and weird. And not just not like me. She used the word hate. Basically saying that I hate her, I hate them, right? As in black people, and as me and our kind specifically. And mind you, she's finishing up on my nails. Like, I'm shaking, and I'm like trying to figure out, like, what the heck? Like, seriously, because I've heard for so long that they don't like us, that they don't like black people. And as far as like racism goes, like, I deal with enough stuff in this world. So it's like, sometimes I have to close my mind to like the little things that people say and do, especially when it comes to this people, right? I just try to do my best to navigate life. But this was so blatant, and it was so evil. And one of the reasons why I even go to this nail shop is because it's a Christian nail shop. And you don't find a lot of Christian Vietnamese nail shops, right? I don't like to go to the ones that have like the Buddhist statues and things like that. Like, they play Christian music, the owner's Christian, all this. But specifically that word hate, that vexed me so bad. And I'm like, wow, like, they really hate us. Like, I've heard this in my life. I've heard that they don't like black people. I heard that You know, they treat us a certain way, you know, when they want something, they want to sell us something or anything, but they really don't like us. But experiencing this today really messed with my mind. This really messed with my mind. It really hurt my feelings, because I think about all the money that I've spent with this place. I think about the people that I've sent here, you know, and for you to say this, and mind you, this isn't a predominantly upscale rich white area, but like I said, I've been going here for like 4 years. I live in this area. I've been going here for like 4 years. And to hear her say something like this today really threw me off. It really threw me off. So I'm just making this video to say we really need to open up some nail salons, some nail shops that cater to our kind. Because this was a crazy experience, and I'll link the nail shop in the bottom, and I'll even tag the nail tech, because this is not about attacking their business, but this is about holding them accountable. Like, you just don't treat people like this, especially someone like me that has spent I don't know how much money with them. Like, every time I go there, I spend $130, $140 plus tips on top of that. So you're talking about $160 to $180 every time I go? Nah, it's unacceptable. So, man, this. Yeah, we need to open up some nail salons, because this.
I went to a black-owned nail salon for the first time, and the differences blew my mind. Prices are everywhere. There's no secret prices. When you book your appointment, you have an idea on how much you're finna spend. They're not surprising you with your total at checkout. When you give them inspo pics, they give you exactly what you asked for. Exhibit A, the creativity, the quality, the execution, top tier. And everything is customized to your taste, what you like. They're never gonna try to make you change your mind or do something different because they don't have the skills to execute your vision. They're not trying to just rush you and get to the next client. They're taking their time with you. When you're in their hands, you are their priority. You don't have to worry about somebody getting put in front of you or jumping in front of the line. No, we watched my wife and kids my entire appointment. You know how good my wife and kids is. It was an experience I never even thought I could have. And boom, my nails was done and it was time for me to go, and I didn't want to leave. Every single customer and every single nail tech was saying good morning to everyone. There is no talking where you don't understand what somebody's saying, or you don't know if they're talking about you, or you don't know if they don't like your feet. None of that. When my toes was in her lap, she took care of them like they was her own. I'm definitely going back, but if y'all want to try it for yourselves, it's located in the DMV, baby. Don't say I ain't put y'all on or nothing. I should have gatekeeped this one.
I think the boycott working. I think it is, because I'm over here at this nail shop, and I said, let me go in there. So I went in there. Let me show you. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I went in that nail shop right there, and it was one black lady in there getting her nails done, a white lady in there, and it was 3 white ladies went in there. And I was like, I see another white lady going in there now. And see, that's the thing. I ain't never seen no Asian. I've never, ever seen an Asian woman in the nail shop unless they work there. I ain't never seen them. And I've been going to nail shop for a long time. Baby, why the Asian women don't go to the nail shop? But I think the boycott working.
Honestly, some of these Asian stores are witchcraft in high places. That is what I just see. That is just the truth. Some of them are witchcraft in high places, because if not witchcraft in high places, while is all this happening? And please, for context, right? I'm just posting this so that we can also learn from other people's experience, and so that we can also know that this has literally been going on even on before the boycotting started, even on before Black Americans said enough is enough. We are not doing again. We are boycotting. We are no longer taking those shit. We're no longer taking every single thing that these people have literally been doing to us. This has been going on. It is either it's happening in an Asian restaurant, or in Asian salons, or in different places that you find Black Americans spending their huge amount of money, spending dollar. Imagine someone spending 100 and something dollar. Imagine someone tipping you very well. So it's just a whole lot to deal with. And Black Americans have seen it all, and that is why they're saying enough is enough. They're tired of dealing with a lot of bullshit. They're tired of making it look like we are spending our money, and at the same time you are still giving us bad attitude, bad service, bad reviews. Just imagine you spending all of that in a store, and then you saw your nails being posted, and the next thing that the person is going to say is you are broke. That is actually the caption that the person used. This same person tipped you very well. This same person made you happy before leaving, and then you now have the audacity, the temerity, the effrontery to write that nonsense. You came out instead of even apologizing, because at first you know you have literally messed up. You sent her a message that you no longer want her to book any services in your shop, and then you tagged it as it is your right for you to always tell people you do not want them to book services with you. I have never seen that amount of madness before, and I can tell you for a fact that this literally happened even before all of this boycott started. Because when I was going through the ladies comment section, which was the first clip I actually rolled out for you guys, I saw someone literally saying, oh, why are you people still going to that store? I thought we are boycotting Asians. What are you still doing there? And she literally had to reply and said, I have started boycotting them. Like, this literally happened even before the boycott. Me just posting this is because you need to know what we have literally been going through in the hands of the Asian community even before all of these boycotts started. I posted a video yesterday where Asians are literally telling Black Americans to pay first before they will literally serve them in a restaurant. I don't know how you could do that in your own side, but I think there are some restaurants, like most restaurants that I go to in my country here in Nigeria, you literally eat your food, do anything you want to do before you go ahead and pay. Except you go to an eatery or something where you literally have to pay at the counter, then take your food to your seat. So I believe this restaurant is actually a restaurant that you literally need to like get your services before paying. But you see these Asian people working close to these Black people and telling them, oh, you have to pay before we serve you. That's because they have had that notation on their head that Black people cannot pay, Black people are broke, or these people literally do not even look like people that can pay. Even when the Black American guy was telling her, are you not seeing the other people that are there? She was still trying to convince them. Situations like that, work out on those people. Situations like that, don't even make them look as if they exist. Honestly, if I was to be this lady, a lot of people will just say, okay, they don't want problems, they just want things to slide. And I feel like that is one of the reasons. How did this fly get in? And I feel like that is one of the reasons why a lot of them can just think they can do things and just go scot free. They can talk to Black Americans anyhow and go scot free. If not, you are supposed to sue the damn acts of this guy. You can't do all of that to me and then you send me message that I should not book my next appointment. Look at other stories that have literally happened. Look at the ones that even uploaded yesterday, where you literally see some of these Asian people calling Black Americans' feet, their hands dirty, and the rest of that, knowing fully well that when we're talking about dirty, someone that represents dirty, it is coming from your community, it is coming from your end, it has nothing to do with Black people. Black people are one of the most neatest people in this whole wide world. So it's just a lot of back and forth happening with this Asian community. And if Black Americans are boycotting them and saying enough is enough, we are not coming back, there's nothing you're going to do to make us appreciate or come back, I honestly respect that, because I keep saying it and I'll repeat it in this same video. For how long do you keep beating a child and expect that child not to cry? For how long do you keep doing things over and over again and expect me to keep quiet just because I want peace to reign? Right now, Black Americans are saying we are not only boycotting, we are transferring our wealth. We are taking back what we have given, what the locals and canker ones has eaten. We are taking it back. And I so much love, and I really, really do appreciate that. But let me know what you think in this comment section. In the comment section, credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you, liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys, I love you guys. Mwah.